Hello.
Oh, hello there. It's Rachel Armstrong from Reuters.
Yes.
Thank you so much for speaking to me. I was asked to speak to you because, well, two reasons. Firstly, I'm writing a big picture article looking at the kind of global regulatory overhaul and the impact that's going to have on markets in Asia. So I'd be really keen to get your views on those issues.
You're most welcome.
Thank you. So really, if I could just first of all ask you, at the moment, as we're watching the G20 unveil its new plans for regulation and Basel coming in, etc., do you think that Asian regulators are largely following the lead of what's happening in the West? I mean, do you think they're having much input in the global decisions being made about financial regulation?
Well, financial regulations that is being reformed and put forward, in the Western world, deal with, the very complex issues that are related to the highly developed markets in the West. So, some of that will be relevant to Asia, and I think it'll be something that Asia will still have to learn, from the West. For example, I can cite, 3 or 4 issues that I think we need to look at very carefully. The first is the issue of, shadow banking. In the West, the problem that occurred from shadow banking was caused by securitization and the special purpose vehicles being outside the balance sheet of the banks. But in Asia, what I notice is that there is also a risk, that is going on in that the banks tend to be conglomerates, and they also sell a lot of investment products, insurance products, and other type of saving products, to the savers, through the counters of the commercial banks, and there is a debate. In fact, there is doubt in my mind whether the savers that buy a lot of these products from the banks consider that they are actually buying investment products that have risk separate from the banks. So in a way, I believe that the activities of the Asian banks. Hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, so I believe that the activities of the Asian banks, that have a lot of their subsidiaries, businesses being done through the counters, the retail counters of the commercial banks, may have the same risk of this shadow banking, that cause problem in the Western market, but in a different way. I can also, point to the issues about the move in the West to try to get over-the-counter derivatives to be done as much as possible through central counter clearing parties. That kind of thing is also necessary to push ahead in Asia in order to make sure that the systems here are resilient enough.
Okay, I mean, do you think that perhaps Asia is a little bit behind then in the OTC regulatory sphere in terms of, we're hearing an awful lot coming out of the US and Europe about moves to clear OTCs. We're hearing less from Asian countries.
Hang on, can you repeat the question, please?
Sure, and just on that point about OTC derivatives, we're starting to hear concrete plans from US and European regulators about which products should be moving onto exchanges and what should be centrally cleared. Do you think perhaps some Asian countries are a little bit further behind the process of looking at how to regulate OTC derivatives?
I believe the Asian countries are not active enough at all, on the issue of OTC derivatives. Perhaps part of that was because the volume is not as big compared to say the Western banks or the business done in this area by the Western banks, but this is an area of growth. And an area whereby a lot of people are still not familiar with the way to best manage the risk involved. This is the one area that I think the Asian market should be encouraged. The Asian regulators should be encouraged to look into and to set a concrete and clear time frame, for getting things done.
Yeah.